On today's episode on WarpDriveM, we are going to start modifying the exhaust on the 4 Series. In this episode, we are going to finally do the first mod on the 4 Series. I didn't done any kind of mod on this car because it had warranty. I still have a few kilometers warranty, but we are going to do a mild mod, I can say. We are going to replace the exhaust. We have a normal exhaust and performance exhaust with flaps that is going to close and open. It's somewhere in here. I'm going to show you when I go under the car. Maybe I can show you from here. See that? There's the electronic controller for the flap on the exhaust, and maybe you can see, yep, now you can see that this side is closed, and when you accelerate this will open and you will have full exhaust on both sides. But we are going to replace the complete exhaust with this super sport one. As you can see, we have in here a complete exhaust. Let me try to unveil this. And we have quad exhaust now, or we will have a quad exhaust, an M carbon tips, and this should be a super sport one. It's going to be extremely loud, I think, but I'm quite curious. In order to replace the whole exhaust, of course we have to remove the other one, but we have to remove the diffuser on the bumper, because we have a diffuser that can hold just 2 exhausts, and we have now 4, so we have to remove the diffuser as well and the whole exhaust. Now let's go under the car to see how complicated it will be. And under the car we can see that we have just one exhaust on each side. This is on the right side, this is on the left side. We have the controller for the exhaust, like I've said. We have the original muffler in here, and we have enough space basically to install quad tips. But I just hope that one of the tips from the 2 on each side is on the same dimension as this one, because in here we will have enough space, because we have to replace the diffuser, but we don't have space in here, so that is going to be tricky. Not really sure. I hope it's going to fit. And let me show you what we have. For holders, we have a rubber holder in here, for sure. On the other side another one. We have to unplug the connector in here. We can follow the exhaust. We don't have anything in here, anything. We have to remove this brace, this metal bracket, in order to remove the exhaust. After that we have another holder in here, another bracket in here, and we should have a V-clamp in here directly onto the cat. And pretty much that's about it. Let's start removing the exhaust first, and after that we'll have more room in here to remove the diffuser, because I want to take all the clamps, all the plastic clips, and I want to be very careful with the diffuser, because this is the original one and it's painted in the color of the car. Before I start messing with any kind of nut and bolt, I wanted to give you a cold start as is. Now we have a reference. You heard how the exhaust sounds like. We are going to install the sport exhaust, and we can make a sound difference. 13mm socket, first bracket in the back. Take the plug out. Okay, 13mm as well. T60 in the back on the bracket. And after that we have to use T50 in the middle, everything loose. Here in the front we have this bracket with 2 E10, but it's going to work with 8mm socket. See that? Not completely loose. Perfect. In the front, on the clamp on the V-band, we have a 16mm normal socket. See that? and we can remove the V clamp. Exhaust is finally out. This is the original one. As you can see, one piece. This is the sport one that we are going to install. I know everyone wants to hear the car without the exhaust, just with the cat. I'm not really sure if I have the courage to do this for my neighbors, because I do this every day almost with different cars. But let's give it a go. Holy crap, that was loud. Oh my god. It was just a few seconds. I think I won't have any kind of problems. I'm gonna show you after I install the exhaust, because today I'm alone. Daniel is not here, and I think it's going to take me a while to align everything alone. M exhaust is installed, question mark, because I have to align a little bit everything. Here is way too tight and I don't want to melt this sensor, but it's installed, it's hanging. We have the controller for the exhaust in here. We have the nut in there tight on the other side as well. The exhaust follows everything along. It's put in here. The V clamp is installed. I have a small problem in here, as you can see. It doesn't align, but because I'm alone I cannot push, because it's coming. It's almost there, but I cannot push with one hand and with the other one to put the screws. Something like this. So I need a second person and I can put the screw in there. But I think we can start the car. We can start the car. Everything is hand tight for now, as you can clearly see in here and in here. I'm going to tighten this bracket in here, because this can be tight, completely tight. Not really sure why we have this gap, because it's the same exhaust basically. Not really sure, maybe because of the end part, something is modified in there. Not really sure, like I've said. But give me a few seconds to tighten all the bolts in here and in there, and after that we can start the car. Holy smokes, check this out. Nice, man, check this out. Carbon fiber tips, real M tips. In fact, we have a quad exhaust now. It's on the same shape on the car. It looks way too much out, because I've shown you from underneath. I have to push the exhaust in front a little bit to put these two screws in there, and after that comes the diffuser, and it's going to cover everything way better than this, of course. Now I have to drive the car like this for a few days, because I didn't receive the diffuser. I thought I will receive today, and I'm going to close the video with the diffuser installed, but apparently not. So let's give it the first start. It's perfect. The sound is amazing, because it's not too loud for my neighborhood, so I can drive it quiet, and when you accelerate it's going to sound amazing. I'm really happy with the sound. Now I have to figure everything out, because maybe it's not quite aligned for now, but sounds very deep. I like it. And I think I'm going to close the video in here, because I don't have all the parts in order to put the diffuser back on, and I have to wait for Daniel to come to help me push the exhaust to put the two screws in the front, and I think we are done. So I hope you like this episode. I'm really excited. Now we have a quad exhaust, an M exhaust. Sounds amazing, way better than before, that's for sure. Looks way better than before, and I think we've done a pretty good job. So if you like this episode, and if you want to see more progress on this one, join me for the next episode. If you like this episode, please give me a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, as usual, thumbs down. Until next time, see you later.